Two friends were engaged in a very heated argument. What had happened was one of them was dating a man that was supporting her financially. He paid all her bills and everything. However, he wasn't ready to commit. Now, along the lines, she met another man that wanted to commit to her, so she started dating him as well. Now, she confided in her friend, and her friend told on her. Her friend told the man about it, and the man completely cut her off financially and everything. Now, whilst people wanted to take sides with her, her friend started to explain that she was originally friends with the man. They grew up together, and now she met this friend of hers through that man, and being females, they became quite close. However, her loyalty still stands with her friend, which is like a brother to her. And the reason she told on her was because everything the man had financially was going towards taking care of this lady. Now, if she was seeing someone else, she felt obliged to let him know about it. A lot of people took sides with the first person, calling the friend jealous and evil, the devil and everything. Personally, I feel like they were both justified in how they felt towards each other. Now, the first girl had every right to feel betrayed because she confided in a friend that let her down. Now, the other lady being judged and called evil and everything, I disagree with that. She's somebody I would refer to her as Hashatan instead. Hashatan is a Hebrew word that means the Satan or the devil, which is quite different from saying devil or Satan. Hashatan means in English adversary, challenger or persecutor. The word devil or Satan is used to describe an entity, whilst the word the Satan or the devil is a title for something or somebody that represents that entity in your life. If you look at the book of Job, Satan comes before God, and God asks him, "Where have you been?" Now, Satan in this context was referred to in Hebrew as Hashatan. I will think it's probably because the entity itself had been banned from heaven. Now, according to Michael Heiser, a scholar of the Old Testament, he describes Hashatan in this context as not a direct enemy, but an opposing ally, which can be seen as an official ruling function within a ruling body. Now, in this case, Yahweh's council, acting as Yahweh's eyes and ears on ground, reporting back what he had seen and heard, whereby doing the job assigned to him by God. Am I making any sense? Okay, the best way I can describe it is this. Imagine Hashatan taking on the role of a persecuting attorney, or the political party in the British Parliament known as the monarch's loyal opposition, which is the opposition parties in the legislature. Now, the word loyal indicates that the non-governing parties may oppose the actions of the sitting cabinet, while remaining loyal to the formal sources of the government's power, such as the monarch or constitution. Just as the persecuting attorney is not an opponent of the judge, the loyal opposition is not set against the government. According to him, Hashatan's role in Yahweh's cabinet is to serve Yahweh, making sure his rule and law is properly upheld, which was why he challenged Job's loyalty. He believed his fear of God is hollow, so he asked God to smite him, take away his land flowing with milk and honey, bestow some of Egypt's plague upon him. Then you will see his true heart, if it's really for Yahweh or not. Which means Hashatan in this context is not an opponent of God. And this analysis of Michael Heiser's makes sense, at least to me, because of the honest dialogue and contractual agreement between God and Hashatan. Now, question is, would God have struck a deal with the entity itself? Or would he have figured that Job's persecution was just an aim to kill, steal, and destroy a loyal saint of God? Namaste.